Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all, let's get it. Let's go. Man, that joke was crazy. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be waiting on you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He was like, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. I'm like, man, all right, man, you know what I mean? So, gave it to him. This word, as soon as the doors pop, man, I looked up, man, John was right there at the door. John was like, what's up, y'all? What's up? I was like, man, excuse me, man. Left out the joint. As I'm getting ready to hit the steps, I hear John say something. I couldn't hear it, but I hear John was like, oh, I knew it the whole time. I heard that as I was going down the steps. I knew it the whole time. Yeah, bro, you got me mixed up though, John. You better pick your prey because I'm the wrong one, bro. I'm one of them hyenas that fight back to a lion. Like, I ain't joking, man. Like, I ain't got time for this, man. Like, real talk, man. Leave me be. So that's how I was that's how I was carrying it. But I went downstairs and I hollered at my man just to let him know what I did, just in case anything get crazy. And you know, sometimes I be wanting my other guy's opinion about certain situations I be doing. Like, you got to, man. You got to communicate in there for nobody's in the blind and nothing crazy can happen. Like, you got to be on point in that joint. So, like, my man was like, nah, you ain't do nothing wrong because he gonna make sure he look out for you. You know what I mean? He was like, but still though, you need to make sure you at the door immediately when he get back. And he was like, because you know, John is a freaking psycho. So I guess him getting the D block kind of like made John feel like, you know, it kept John at bay. You know what I mean? He's still just looking like he felt some type of way about me lying. Like, bro, listen, you're not dictating what I got going on. I don't care who you are, where you from, or none of that. I don't care about none of that. My word. So like, I don't care how John was looking. So I was like, man, shh. I just start slanging and banging. I just start hustling in that joint a little bit. I told my man, I was like, yo, bro, look, you trying to sell some joints, bro, and get us some packs and some blacks and all of that, bro? I said, you know, they go to the store tomorrow. I said, he was like, what's up? I said, bro, listen, bro, there's 8 eggs right here, bro. I said, they $10 a piece. I said, split it 40-40, bro. He was like, bet. So my man went out there and started getting to that bag. I still ain't sold no money junk yet. I still in the cut. I really want to wait till the weekend to get that money back from him. But we got like 3-4 days before the weekend. You know what I mean? So like, I just went on to start doing my thing. So I was hoping that that little joint that I gave bro would last and I ain't gotta go through nothing. You know what I mean? But like every time I started seeing, like it just looked crazy. So my man, but every time I would see bro and John, like they just be all howled up looking crazy. So I see my man. My man must have sold a couple of them eggs to the Richmond dude, one of the Richmond dudes. Not the one that was rooming, another Richmond dude. So I don't know what had happened, man, but my roommate, I don't know what had happened, but my homeboy had came back to me. He was like, yo, that junk crazy, man. He was like, man, why when I was serving bro? And he was like, man, why when I was serving bro? And he was giving me the money. He was like, man, that nigga John was waiting outside that nigga door. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, John was waiting for that nigga outside his door. I was like, what the fuck happened? He was like, I don't know. He in there talking to him. So I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. So as we hear that, as he told me that, that's all you hear was, man, come on, John, man. Give me my stuff back, man. Come on, John, man. Come on, man. You been getting lit all week, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give my stuff back, bro. Give my stuff back. You don't hear nothing. It's just quiet in the joint. Now, the lady, she won't open no more doors for sale break, but they just in the joint. I look, John just standing like, you could just see John back at the door, like he just looking at whoever's in the sale. You can't even see. So somebody kept trying to get the door open. So the lady finally opened the door. John opened up. That's my word. John walked out that joint like this. He was like, looked at me like, up and down me game. Pause. He was like, went up the steps like this, y'all. Went back to my cell. Said something to my roommate through the door. My roommate looking stupid at the door. My roommate like this at the door like, this is my word, man. Dude, come out, man. Dude was like, man, I'm tired of this, man. Who you think he is, man? He just came in his joint, took one of my eggs, man. Told me he ain't got it, man. I know he got it, man. It was on the table. I had two. I just bought them. They both on the table. He told me he ain't got it. I'm like, this dude, John, is a psycho. This man just freaking stole one of the young boy eggs, y'all. So boom. That man really love that D block, man. That's all that is, man. It's my word. John come back down the steps and say, man, I ain't take nothing from you, man. If you think I took something, you calling me a thief and a liar all in one motion, then come straighten it then. Yeah, come straighten it then, shawty. Yeah, come straighten it. He always scratching. Come straighten it then. Yeah, come straighten it. Come straighten it. Dude was like, man, I messed up, John. Don't come back to my cell no more, John. Don't come back to my cell. Don't come back to my cell no more, bro. John was like, yeah, wait till the rabbit had it then. You gonna see what happened then. Wait till the rabbit got it. John went in the cell. I was like, man, this dude is a whole lunatic, man. Like, for real, man. Like, my roommate was kind of like doing, like, he was wilding, man, by getting in the car with this dude, by getting in the bed with this dude, pause. Like, whatever he was doing with this guy, man, he was making the wrong decisions, y'all. So, boom. I wasn't feeling John energy, but still, I was keeping my distance because I didn't want to bump heads with this psycho, pause. I didn't want to, man. I really didn't. So, I stayed away from that whole situation. I didn't care about getting more D block. I don't care what y'all say in the chat. The D block is not worth my life, man. Like, this dude is really a psychopath, man. And like, for real, like, it was that crazy. I don't want nothing to do with it, to be honest with y'all, man. So like, him and my roommate just was getting lit. My roommate tried to play the cell a lot. I would go in there and kick him out. Hey, let me use the bathroom. That's how you kick your roommate out when he in there. If you trying to be nice about it, walk in that joint. Hey, let me use the bathroom right quick. Get up out of here, man. Throw the cut up. Tired of him in this cell, man. I just sat in the cell. I'm like, crazy, man. So bro was in there writing a letter. He was in that joint writing a letter when I kicked him out. So when I come in the joint and told him I had to use the bathroom, he was like, he just jumped off the bed and he went out. Now, when I walked in, I wasn't trying to be too nosy. I ain't even gonna lie. I wasn't trying to be too nosy. But when I walked in, man, I promise you, man, like, he had the kite, he had his notebook sitting on his bed. It was right there. So I come in, I threw the cut up. I didn't have to throw the cut up because I didn't have to do number 2, but I peed. After I peed, I looked. Notebook right there looking at me like, oh. I said, that y'all looking at me like, oh. I looked, I was like, you see the writing on it and everything. I'm like, who you writing? I look. It's a female name at the deer park. I was like, I ain't gonna read that, John, man. I was like, man, forget that, John. Grab that, John. I was like, same thing as last time, babe. Yeah, because I owe people. I'm checking in after this, though. My roommate cool, but I don't trust the dude, John, but I need him around. I know I'm going to stop getting high soon. This the last one right here. I'm like, this dude a crazy lunatic too, man. I'm like, man, this man just basically wrote a kite to his girl, telling her everything about what's going on in here, basically. That's how I took it. Like, it was a long kite. I didn't even really want to read everything. And it was another page. I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, I don't know what he got going on, man. Like, I was just hoping that he moved out the cell. That's all I was hoping, y'all. Like, I didn't want this man in my room no more, y'all. So, boom. Real talk. I was really feeling like that. So we went to commissary. That went smooth. Everything went smooth with that. So now it's like Thursday. So I see my roommate. I'm like, yo, bro, listen. Why they saying that your man took old boy Egg, man, out of his cell, man? So I thought you looking out for that psycho, man, giving him D-block, man. He was like, yeah, I'm spoon feeding him those shorty. Like, I'm just giving him 1 or 2 a day, you know, just to get him off E, or we might do an egg together. Like, I said, bro, listen, man, stop spoon feeding that man. Just give him, I said, terrorizing everybody else who got stuff, bro. I said, man, that man is your pit bull, man. And pretty soon that pit bull gonna turn on you, bro. He was like, nah, he ain't gonna turn on me. As long as I got that train, shawty, he ain't gonna turn on me. He ain't gonna turn on me, bro. I'm like, man, all right. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, that's on you, bro. I was like, so you show you a lot, though, this weekend? He was like, I'm a lot, bro. He was like, look, how much you got left? I said, bro, listen, don't worry about that. Don't ask me no more questions about what I got left or what I got doing with mine. I said, man, I sent mine to a whole nother building. I said, I sold what I sold in here for commissary, and I sent the rest to a whole nother building, bro. So don't worry about what I got going on. He was like, he looked at me like I straight lied to him, and I did. Bro, what you keep asking about mines for, bro? Like, what you got going on? He was like, well, I'm just trying to make sure, though. You good? I still got some. I'm just, like Saturday, a couple days away. So I'm like, yeah, you good? You should survive to the Saturday, bro. Like, real talk. He like, yeah, I know. So I let it be. So we come back out a little later. This word, John sitting on the steps. John sitting on the steps like this. John like, dude was like, wake up, John. He like, I'm woke. The man started scratching his thighs. He was like, I'm woke. That's all you see is the action mark on his leg. He like, yeah, I'm up. Yeah. Everything going on, everything good, everything good. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, this junk crazy, man. I'm like, man, this junk wild, man. I'm like, for real, dude is just like, he, like, at this point, like, D-Block lasting in the pod that long, he was super greasy. He was getting super lit, he was super greasy, and he didn't really care about nothing else about getting Diesel. That's all he really cared about, man. So now I know he's anticipating the weekend. So he probably told himself, like, you know, even if I have to miss a day, like, the weekend is going to be here. You know what I mean? The weekend is going to be here, man. So I ain't going to lie to y'all. I promise y'all, man, the weekend finally got here. Saturday come. It was like my roommate kind of cleaned himself up because he knew his girl was coming. He hopped in the shower, got a haircut, everything. You know what I mean? Like, he got himself all the way together. So they called him for the VI. This word, bro, go to VI. Bro, come out for the VI, man. It's my word. So he come out for the VI. He did exactly what I told him to do. He goes straight into the cell. You know what I mean? He goes straight into the cell. So as he had the cell, like, I see John watching the chess game. He got his foot on the table like this, on the little seat. He just watching the chess game. He like, but like I told you, I'm in cell 36. It's right there. He like, cut up. You know what I mean? So I waited for him. So the cut was up. So I waited for John to just blink or either look this direction or whatever the case. As soon as he did that, I did the sack run up the steps. I skipped the steps, so I was like this. I got up them Jones quick. And I just stood by my door. I seen him. It was about to be cell break. I'm like, I said, bro, I'm about to get the door open, bro. You got me together? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, like cell break. As soon as you said that, I seen John. John was like, he looked up, he seen me up there. He was like, still started walking. He was like, it's like I just seen the T2 walking. He was like, this man doing a Conor McGregor to the steps, y'all. So boom. He stopped at the steps though. He looked, he was like, I'm like this, standing by the steps, waiting for the lady on my door. I'm like, 36. They don't say, I went in that joint immediately, closed the door, threw the cut back up. I was like, what's up, you got me? He was like, yeah. As he was going in his pocket, all you heard was, hey, Lil Charles, what's happening, man? I'll let your freaking pit bull, man. He was like, hey, John, hey, John, I'm coming out there. Hold me down. I'm coming out there. He was like, you straight? He's like, man, look, didn't I say hold me down, man? John was like, man, come on, you can't act like you can't say you straight or nothing, shawty. Yeah, you straight or not? He was like, man, I was like, man. I booty cut. I was like, yo, hey, listen, man, get away from my door right now, man. What you got going on, man? He was like, what? I said, man, get away from my door. What's wrong with you? Like, what you? He was looking at me like, I said, what, you don't understand English? Get away from my door. He was like, I ain't say that though. I'm like, bro, get away from my door, bro. Like, what you got going on, man? He was like, lady was like, clear the top tier. Clear the top tier. Clear the top tier. He was like, he went down the stairs like a slow Terminator. He was like, this dude is psychopath. I was like, yo. He was like, look, and I ain't get everything. So look, I just gotta give you this. I was like, what's this? He was like, it's what you gave me, bro. I said, I looked at it, I was like, man, all right, man. Look, man, all right, man. You got it, man. He was like, man, look, all I got is just left after giving you that. And he was like, that nigga gonna want a lot. I'm telling you, man, he a maniac, man. I don't even feel like dealing with that shit, Weezy, man. He walked to the city, he was like, man, fuck, man. The Scarface J, he hit two of them. He like, man, I don't even feel like dealing with that nigga Weezy, man. Shit, man. I was like, bro, you gotta deal with that nigga, bro. I said, just give him some fucking dope, bro. What you mean? He was like, man, I'm gonna give him some, man. But damn, man, like, he gonna want more. I ain't got a lot. And I gotta sell some this time. I was like, bro, you got a lot of problems, bro. Like, you definitely do, bro. You got a lot of freaking problems, man. Like, I don't know what you got going on, bro. You know what I mean? So, as he say that, John downstairs. He like, hey, Lil Charles. Hey, Lil Charles. I go to the door like this. I was like, man, that man downstairs calling you, man. He was like, what's up, shawty? He was like, look, man, get me together, shawty. Come on now. Don't do me like that, shawty. I was like, yo, this dude is on your freaking soul, man. I was like, bro, you can't even freaking breathe, man. I was like, man, this shit crazy, man. This is my word, the door pop. We come out. I come down the steps first, and he come out behind me. As soon as he come out behind me, they go behind the steps. My man cell is right there. So John got him right there. John talking to him. Super aggressive shit. John like, what's up? What's up, Shawty? You got it? What's up? He like, man, calm down, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. John was like, man, see? This is why I told you to hurry up and move on my sale, man. You wanted to stay. You ain't even want to put the paperwork in until after this visit. Why is that? I know why you did it. You think I don't know shit, Shawty? I know why you ain't want to do it, Shawty. Because you ain't want me to know what you was getting, Shawty. That's why. What the fuck you got, Shawty? When his pocket, he was like, man, get out of my pocket, John. John was like, what you got then? What you got then? This is in front of the whole fucking pod. He's like, what you got then? He was like, how much you got then? What you got? What you got? He was like, man, see, I knew I should have told you move in my room, man. This is my fault, man. He's like, what you got? And he was like, man, I ain't got shit. He was like, psh. Man, this is my word. When I say the punch was so damn fast, like it was like, I didn't even think he was gonna throw the punch, man. The pod didn't think he was gonna throw the punch because he gives out that intimidating factor of like he really don't have to throw a freaking punch, man. That man was like, man, it was like his arms was down and everything. After he went for his pocket, he was like, how much you got? He was like, man, get out of my pocket, John, man, stop. He was like, what you got then, Sean? What you got then? How much you got? And he just decked him right in his face, and this word, my roommate was like, he backed into the wall, hit the wall. He was like, John walked up to him, man, grabbed his head, put his head on side, right beside my man's door. My man come to the door like, and they right by his cell. He look at me like, I'm looking at him like, I'm getting an eyeball. He was like, this word, John grabbed him, put his head to right beside my man's cell, not on his door, but right beside him. Was like, dude was like, my roommate was like, man, come on, John, man, John, man, shut up, shut the fuck up, shorty. Went in that nigga pocket. Was like, bunny ears, that nigga ass, y'all. This word got to the other joint, bunny ear that shit. He was like, man, give me this motherfucking shit. This is my shit anyway. You owe me for fucking helping you with those motherfuckers that wanted to fucking take you out any fucking way. Fuck that shit. This is mine, Shawty. Yeah, this is mine, Shawty. Since you want to play fucking stupid, I told you to move in the fucking cell with me, Shawty. He looked at this shit, he like, man, this little bit of ass shit. You went to the V room for this little bit of ass shit. When he said that, he looked right up at me. He was like, you went to the V room for this little bit of ass shit. So I seen red lasers. I was like, what's up, nigga? I ain't say that though. I'm like, he was like he wanted to say, I was like, man, this dude, wow. I was like, yo, man, I'm looking at myself like, this nigga dickhead, man. It's time to get himself together. Walked and sat at the table in front of everybody, sat down like this. This is my word. Lady said, exit out for dinner. He the only one who go to dinner. He ain't go upstairs, get his jacket. He ain't change clothes, nothing. He sitting at the table like this. This word, we come out from dinner, still see him at the table. Like, this word, John over there in the corner talking to a couple of other rich dudes like, yeah, this is a missile, shawty. Yeah, this John a missile, shawty. Yeah, I got you at the count, shawty. I got it, shawty. So boom. So that John sound like a mixtape game, shawty, shawty. Shawty. And them Maniac, man. 804 game, y'all had a Maniac from out there. There's a lot of them out there that love that D block like that, man. Ask anybody, man. I'm telling you, man. Like they were beyond Terminators. They were cyborgs. My word, man. This dude was unbelievable, man. He thought he was mere mortal. This man straight punched my roommate in his face and took his fucking sack. Took his fucking sack. I couldn't wait till we locked down. My roommate had to come upstairs. Then he come upstairs. He looking stupid as a bitch. He stood at the door all the way into the counter. He ain't looked back at me once. He was just standing at the door like this. They walked by. He was like, hey, Shawty, can I have an egg? I was like, fuck no. And I know that's fucked up. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, fuck no, bro. Nah, bro, I ain't got nothing, bro. I ain't got shit. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit, bro. He was like, So you just gonna leave me on E? I was like, bro, listen, you left yourself on E, bro, and you ain't know how to fucking tame your maniac, bro. I said, you supposed to know how to tame that nigga. You wanted to fucking get into bed with this psycho? I said, you supposed to know how to tame that nigga, bro. You don't. You don't know how to tame that nigga, bro. He was like, I didn't think he was gonna do that, man. I was like, shh. I said, man, just fight that nigga, bro. Get your integrity back, bro. Fight the nigga. He was like, man, I ain't fighting that nigga Weezer, man. That nigga beat my ass, Weezer, man. Look at me and look at him, man. That man way taller than me. All that. I said, bro, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. God damn it. Get a weapon, nigga. He was like, then I'm gonna be stuck in here for more years. I'm like, bro, you got a lot of dilemmas and problems and questions and answers I don't have the freaking time to tell you about, brother. This is what you got going on, bro. Right now, you have a real life situation and you got a freaking cyborg on your ass. He done took this from you. Now, what else he gonna do when this D-block gone? I said, he ain't taking my shit. That's for goddamn sure. So I don't know what the fuck you gonna do. And I said, better yet, you getting the fuck out this cell Monday, bro. Straight the fuck up, man. Like I'm not having dude keep coming to my cell, fucking with his red laser eyeballs like a cyborg that he is. I said, bro, listen, you getting the hell out this joint Monday. So like you either gonna move in there with him or you know what I mean? He was like, I said, bro, you told me you was moving anyway, bro, right? I said, didn't you say you was moving? He was like, I was like, man, shh. Here, man. That man looked like he was about to cry. He lost his dog, y'all. So boom. That man got that air. He was like, he got back his senses. He was like, hey, what you think I should do though? Like, you know, now he all aware. He like, what you think I should do though? Like, you know what I mean? Like for real though, Weezy, man. Like, I ain't scared of him, but I'm just like, I'm like, bro, you ain't scared of him, bro. I'm like, man, you wildin', bro. I don't know what the hell you gonna do. I don't know what the hell you gonna do. He was like, man, I'm staying in the room. I was like, man, you do whatever the fuck you want. So he stayed in the room all Saturday. You know what I mean? Sunday rolled around. He went to eat breakfast, and that was it. He never came back out the room. Now, John wasn't coming up there to talk to him no more because John already had what he wanted. And that was that man whole freaking pack. You know what I mean? That was the whole freaking pack. So, like, at the end of the day, man, like I couldn't really do shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you want me to do? I ain't had nothing to do with this shit, y'all. I couldn't get in the middle of this bullshit, man. This man got a cyborg on his fucking ass. Like, this isn't the first cyborg I seen. You know what I mean? Like, this man really mean business, man. He really mean business on Lil Charles' dumb ass, man. So goddamn, Monday rolled around. When Monday rolled around, man, I promise you, man, this nigga goddamn came and got my celly from the cell and walked that nigga down to the fucking sergeant office downstairs. And it made that man do a fucking move, y'all. So boom! The niggas come back in the cell. My roommate getting trash bags from the booth. I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, his roommate gonna have to switch on me. So I'm looking at the nigga John roommate. So I'm like, hold on. So I didn't mean to fuck they joint up, but they like, bro told me to make sure I can get somebody. I'm not switching roommates with fucking John roommate, this fucking old ass prick. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I didn't even want to fucking scan this guy because he wasn't coming in my cell any goddamn way. So when he come back and get the trash bags and tell me that, I'm like, oh. I'm like, yo, hold on, bro. Like, what the fuck you doing, bro? Dude ain't coming in my cell, bro. He was like, he looking like this. John looking like this. John like, I said, bro, listen. My roommate can go in your fucking cell. I don't care what he do with his life. He can freaking jump off the top tier. All I give a damn. I say, bro, but he's not coming. Your roommate is not coming in my cell, bro. That's not who I want as my roommate, bro. Y'all ain't clear that shit with me, man. He was like, this word. My roommate was standing there looking pitiful as a bitch. He was like, he had a trash bag in his hand. He was like, I said, bro, listen. John was like, so you gonna fuck this up? I said, bro, no. Let me get somebody in the room. You can move your celly into the room. I'm getting somebody in this joint. Like, you're not just gonna throw your fucking roommate on me, bro. I said, what the hell I look like, man? You know what I mean? That nigga John was like, that nigga look like Mike Tyson. Goddamn it, that nigga look angry as a bitch when I told him that. I'm like, yo. So now they stuck out in the pod. I go holler at my homeboy that's a 16. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. They try to do some BS. I said, some bullshit going on, bro. I said, look, man, goddamn, you on the top rack, bro. I said, man, come in my cell, bro. Fuck with me, bro. I said, come in my cell. I said, cause he trying to put the old nigga in my shit. I said, I don't want that nigga in my damn cell, bro. Real shit, man. He was like, bro, that's all right. I'll do it, bro. Know what I mean? He hollered at his roommate. His roommate was like, I don't give a fuck. As long as I can stay on the bottom bed. So the old dude that was already on the top bunk with John's cell. So that's how we did that. So we put that together like that. And my roommate was able to leave. So I guess John wanted him in his cell just so he can go to visitation one more time or keep going to visitation as long as possible. You know what I mean? So now it's like Wednesday, Thursday now. I can't remember what day it was. One of those days because it was getting close to the weekend. But I guess they ran out of freaking D-block again. They ran out of D-block again, man. So the nigga John, this nigga John pulled up on me. This nigga pulled up on me, man. That nigga was like, hey, look, I know we done had our differences. And I'm looking at him like, you already know the answer no. I don't give a fuck how long a speech that you about to say, nigga. You can say the Declaration of Independence right now, nigga. The answer gonna be no, y'all. So boom. The hell is wrong with him? He like, look, I know we had our differences, man, but like, you know, like that train, shorty, like you gotta keep going on that shit, shorty. That's why we call it train, because you gotta keep going. Like, we gotta stay on that shit. So like when you doing it, like you gotta stay dirty on that shit, man. You gonna be sick as a motherfucker, man. So like that shit about to be gone, bro. He gonna go get some more this weekend, bro. Like, can you please get up? I said, listen, I'm not giving up shit. I said, nigga can buy something. I said, nigga can buy something, man. I said, look, goddamn, as he saying that, my homeboy walked up. My homeboy kind of tall too, to just moved in the room. And he walked up, he like, what's up, bro? You straight? I'm like, yeah. Everything good, bro. John was like, he looked at him like, did a little grin. He like, I was like, listen, nigga can buy something, bro, and that's that. You know what I mean? I said, I ain't getting nigga shit to that money hit, period. You know what I mean? I said, y'all got too much going on, John. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, hold on. That nigga went back down to his cell. My roommate won't even come in the fuck out the cell since he moved in 22. He go back down to the cell. He hollered at my roommate dumbass. My word, he hollered at my roommate dumbass. Goddamn, my roommate came and hollered at me and was like, yeah, bro, look, man. I'm gonna call my cousin, bro, and spend $100 with you, bro. That's cool. I was like, yeah, get the $100 first, bro. I was like, here with my people's information. He was like, all right, he dipped. He went hopped on the phone, spent the $100. You know what I mean? He spent the $100. Gave him the stuff. So now they got a little bit of shit to keep them off E for a minute, man. But I already see that the nigga goddamn Lil Charles just looking like he's just fucking out of it, man. He's just looking like, man, I can't believe that I'm in this fucking situation with this psychopath. But this is the stuff. This is why you shouldn't bring your ass to prison if you're a fucking chump. If you're somebody that's fucking soft behind the ears and you don't really have a backbone except when you have a freaking rifle or a freaking handgun or something like that, man, stay your ass on the streets, man, because when you come to prison and still think you got all these hustle dreams, no, I'm just trying to take care of my family, I'm just trying to stay afloat, get a little commissary, man, you got cyborgs and Terminators waiting on your ass, y'all. So boom! The hell you think it is, man? Them niggas coming. So you better know what the hell you doing. I know how to deal with them niggas. So I ain't never had to go through this shit. I had maniacs from Norfolk, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody taking shit, punching me in my face. Ain't none of that shit. Chop my rap sheet. Ain't never happened. Never, ever. So like at the end of the day, you just gotta know how to deal with them maniacs. And I think the first way of dealing with these maniacs is not showing any fear. You know what I mean? Because if they smell pussy, they gonna try to goddamn come. And that's what it is, man. So like, I never showed fear to these niggas, man. So goddamn. Now they done made the play with me. They got a little bit to last them for a little bit. Now it's a little bit to last them. So out of nowhere, later on that day, it was a nigga in 4C that ended up striking for the D block. The nigga had the D block. I don't know where he got it from. But they was like, yo, nigga got some good, nigga got some training over there that's great. Nigga said that shit was great. So that was the rumor that it was great. So goddamn, when that nigga John heard about that shit, man, instantly, man, I seen my roommate at the front door. He sent that nigga to them niggas immediately, man. My word. But the only way he did it is because John, the nigga that was next door that had the great D block. So I guess John was like, yo, look, I'm gonna send him. So I guess John vouched for my roommate. They be like, yo, look, he gonna da-da-da-da-da. So I guess dude was like, all right, bet. So dude went on and I guess looked out for them. Man, I promise you, man, my roommate and John, man, them niggas was litty that Thursday night, man. They was fucked up. They spent the buck with me Wednesday. Then Thursday, they catch this nigga next door with the D block. Man, they was super dirty. They was lit. They was lit up. They was lit up, man. Every time you see John, he's scratching. He looking crazy. Goddamn, he throwing up. He look sick. He look high. He dozing off. All the side effects you do off the D block. That's how John looked. I promise you, man. My roommate probably was hiding this shit because he was in the sale. But they went and got a decent order. I could tell because John started selling shit in the pod. So I guess he sent my roommate, yo, go get us a gram or some shit like that. So they did that. Man, my word, man. I promise you, man. Goddamn. The nigga got the weekend rolled around. So the weekend rolled around. So this was John was waiting for my roommate to go back over there. Now he got him in the cell with him. Now he's gonna be able to dictate that whole jump. You know what I mean? Man, my roommate go to that VI. I promise you, man, like I won't even pay it no mind. All I know, I looked up at the clock and it was almost 2:15. And then the lady was like, stand by for child. Stand by for child. Stand by for child. My word, that's when I looked at the clock. I'm like, damn, my roommate ain't get back. I was like, damn, Lil Charles ain't get back yet. Man, I promise you, man, Lil Charles never made it back. He never made it back to the pod. Man, we went to dinner. Everybody was like, where Lil Charles at? Everybody. John looking sick as a bitch. He like this. y'all ain't seen him come back? Everybody like, nah, we ain't seen him. He gonna give his tray away, my word. Goddamn, we come back, nigga, still not there. No people counted. This nigga still wasn't there. That's when you seen him have to count. Go to John, they went straight to John, said, Pat got down, that nigga shit up. John was standing out that bitch looking sick. John was standing out that bitch like this. It's my word, you looking stupid as a motherfucker. Goddamn, Pat bro shit up. Lil Charles buck. That nigga went to the VI and never came back. Never came back. Checked in from the VI. We still don't know what's going on with him, bro. Goddamn, next thing you know, it was time for us to go to outside rec. So I guess that's when John's supposed to have met these dudes. So when we went out in the park, we was leaving out to go to rec. You see like 5 dudes, and these dudes weren't even from Richmond. They were 5 dudes. I ain't even gonna say where they was from. Like 5 dudes. They had that nigga circle. They was talking to that nigga. Know what I mean? That nigga John was like, man, that nigga checked in, shawty. I supposed to look, I'm straightening, shawty. Dude, like, yeah, I know you gonna fucking straighten it. You gonna straighten my shit today too. You gonna straighten my shit today. That's what the fuck you gonna do. John was like, no, look, give me a couple days. He was like, well, how many fucking days you need, bro? Cause I want my fucking money. You came and told me that nigga was a lot, bro. So that shit fall on you. So the nigga snapping at him. John was like, all right, I'm gonna take care of it. And sometimes shit like this will happen to a fucking cyborg. Like the luck will turn like this. And this is how it is with him now. Now he's in the fucking rear. So like now he looking stupid as a bitch because he really don't have the money to fucking straighten his shit. You know what I mean? The nigga don't got the money to straighten his shit. Man, I promise you, man. This nigga had the audacity, y'all, to pull up on me and say, hey, Weezy, look, man. Look, man, I know we had our differences, man. All right, man, skip all that shit. What's up? He was like, look, man, let me borrow something for $1.50 to pay a nigga. I said, bro, listen, I ain't got it, bro. I sent my shit to one building. I was welling like a bitch. Sent my shit to one building, man. He was like, he looked at me like he wanted to fucking attack me. I was like, yeah, if you throw that quick ass little right hand that you threw to my fucking roommate, you better knock me the fuck out. I said, cause we coming back for your ass. Like this shit just ain't gonna go down like that. And I gave him the look like, motherfucker. He was like, did up. Goddamn, weekend was over with. Monday rolled around. Soon as Monday rolled around, I promise you, man, on everything, man, them people pissed the whole bottom tier. Man, them people pissed the whole bottom fucking tier, man. I promise you, man, he pissed the whole bottom tier. The nigga goddamn John went down for a dirty Ewing game. That nigga went down for a dirty Ewing game, man. My word, that nigga went down for a dirty Ewing game. He was sick as a bitch. He was sick as a bitch, but that's what got him out of our pod. That he got the fucking dirty Ewing. Now, word that came back that they was saying Lil Charles was the one that fucking sent that hit to everybody. But I was like, damn, he ain't sending people like me. And I was happy about that, because I ain't do shit at the end of the day, man. But like, Lil Charles never brought his scared ass back on the compound again, because he already know the Richmond niggas wanted his ass, and John wanted him even more. John got out the fucking hole from his dirty Ewing, which he didn't give a fuck because he didn't get visits anyway. So he got out the hole from that, and he continued on being a cyborg or being a 2-building, a maniac Terminator, man. Like, that's just who he was. You know what I mean? When he used to see me, he used to always looking like he remember that incident where all that stuff was going on when bro was my roommate. Like, and I ain't had shit to do with that shit, man. But at the end of the day, Lil Charles got saved, man. He saved his damn self. He's supposed to been did that shit, man. But that's what he get for hiring a freaking attack dog for his walking partner. You know what I mean? Shit gonna always turn on you, man. And that was wild. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that was wild, man. But that was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Stay y'all ass out the way out here, man. You already know it's for your own good. You don't want to go to jail, man. Trust me. You want to be out here with your family. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was the Tuesday banger game. So that deal do this one. Like, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. But be safe out there, y'all. And stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.